Hi, this is Jody. Welcome to Northern Country Creations. Thank you for joining me and watching me go through a flip through of my latest journal, Cranberry Thanksgiving. I have a satin ribbon on it. So let's start taking a look at it. It's got beautiful velour upholstery on it, front, and then the back has the recipe, the famous recipe from the book. Okay, all right, and the spine is 2 inches. So let's take a look. Cranberry Thanksgiving by Wendy and Harry Devlin. All right, so hopefully I'm in frame here. Okay, perfect. All of my papers and everything about the book is from secondhand resources. I don't buy anything new. Everything is, like I said, repurposed and recycled items. They may be new from a thrift store or a estate sale. Like these were new in the package, but I got them at a thrift store. And one thing too, as we're going along, the entire story is in the book, okay, in order. So, anyways, like ledger papers, these are book pages, everything is themed for the book. Like this is turkey meatloaf, it's a recipe from a book. Even my scrapbook papers, like I was at a estate sale and somebody had an entire like giant Rubbermaid tub full of scrapbooking papers, brand new in the package. Some of them were opened, but again, that's what I do. So there's an envelope there, and so yeah, everything I do for my junk journals are, like junk. People have decided to, they are what they call unwanted items, and so I grab them up and reuse them in my journals. So the only thing that's store-bought is my glue, my adhesives, of course, I buy from, and that type of thing. You have to have that. So yeah, these are recipe cards from a really vintage Betty Crocker step-by-step recipe box. I got it at a thrift store, an entire box, brand new. It's like from the 60s. This is a apple bag, like from your grocery store that you buy. And I just thought it was just beautiful. And it goes with a book for fall. A little tab on there. I have lots of vintage playing cards that I alter and make into things. Beautiful pages from Ideals magazine. Here is a vintage card, and so I just, made a little journaling card out of it on the back. I put some lined vintage paper. Lots of poems and beautiful images. There's a card there. There's some vintage paper back there. I thought this book would be awesome to be a family tradition book to journal in. So every year, get it out, have all the family members write their little Thanksgiving memories in this book and get it out every year, and just write down their memories for the holiday. I just thought that would be a fantastic idea and something to do. So yeah, love it. And it's fun to look back and see what people wrote the years before, or look through it and say, oh, do you remember when so-and-so did this at dinner table, or that type of thing. So I just thought it was wonderful. So there's lots of pockets, lots and lots of free space to write. Here's a card, a two-way card on a paper clip for journaling on. These are Norman Rockwell pictures. He's eating, okay, we can say he's eating a turkey sandwich. This is really cool, and I made a pocket here. Tea and coffee dyed papers as well. Pocket. This is little boy's happiness, like, look at the turkey. She just set it on the table, and this is part of this image here, so I tucked that in there. It's just a little journaling card. Remember when? A pocket here, and this is some papers from Ideals magazine. Here's a little chickadee with a little journaling spot there. It's got fabric on it. Here is a what I call a junk card. It's a chapter book, and it's from a very old chapter book. And then I just decoupaged, you know, some turkey and stuff on there, and you could put pictures on there or whatever, add a piece of paper to it. Here's cranberry salad recipe, some poems. Hope I'm in frame. Am I still in frame? Okay. Here is a little a leaf with a doily and a button there. Autumn favorites. Here is a old Happy Thanksgiving card. And of course there was writing here, so I just put on some vintage vintage ledger paper. This has actually got the lines part of it. Thanksgiving 2010, so it's 10 years old. So there's lots of journaling room there. Recipes, ledger paper, some more poem, stationaries. I find these stationaries at thrift stores all the time, so I nab them up. Again, unwanted secondhand items. There's just a little journaling paper. Another card I altered into just a journaling space. Here's just a little wild rice perfection, and it's got a little fall thing there. It's just a paper I tucked in there. I just think these cherries kind of look like cranberries, so I put it in there. You know, it's all good. It's just a big old card, and Norman Rockwell page there. Here's another Norman Rockwell. And this is from a vintage cookbook. Pocket with some vintage book paper. I can show you this one. This is a vintage Dayton Rogers from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Vintage playing cards. There's Thanksgiving recipes out of a vintage cookbook. This is vintage wrapping paper. Another image from that page at the dinner table. Just a journaling card. Playing card there that I altered. And of course, grandmother's famous cranberry bread recipe on the last page. This is from a vintage little book, and it had leaves falling and stuff, so I thought that was cool. Lots of pockets, lots of tuck spots. Here's a recipe book cookbook vintage from our recipe for Thanksgiving, and ended it with the last page of the infamous Thanksgiving dinner. And so that is Cranberry Thanksgiving. So just thought I would share the flip with you all, and if you're interested, you can visit my Etsy page for purchasing. All right, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.